go. Here we go. Yahoo! Waha! Whoa! Ah, spaghetti. So long, Bowser. It's me, Mario.
Hello everybody, thougts here, back at it again to give y'all another very, well, maybe more sentimental kind of video, because we did manage to get some breaking news this week that yes, Charles Martinet is unfortunately stepping down as the voice of Mario as we know it. Now, he didn't just only voice Mario, he voiced Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, as well as, like, the couple of the babies, like, baby Mario, baby Luigi, and whatnot, though. He managed to voice all of these characters for all these years. And when I look back at his history or how long he's been voicing Mario, like in a little statement that Nintendo mentioned, which we'll talk about that here in a second, though, it went back to as far back as Mario 64, and it's actually technically a little bit further back than that. So Charles has been basically going through and voicing Mario for almost 3 entire decades. That's just crazy to think about it. And when you look at other iconic gaming characters in the gaming industry, most of their voice actors consistently kind of change. They don't keep nobody, very solid for a long period of time. Even when you look at a character like Sonic, look at how many times Sonic has changed his voice actor throughout the years. Like, they'll have him for so long and then they'll get a new one, yada yada yada. It's been the same song and dance. I think Japan's been a little more consistent with their voice actor over there, but at least for the American side of things, that haven't been like that. I mean, you might have to go back and look at someone like Ratchet and Clank, and that might be going back all the way to the PS2 era in terms of having the same voice actor, though. But that's just crazy, honestly, to think about right there. So, Charles has been the voice of Mario all these years, and I just kind of wanted to go through and reflect on this, though. But before we get too deep, let's look at the statement that Nintendo actually put out here on Twitter. So Charles Martinet has been the original voice actor of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Super Mario 64. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world, traveling the world, sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post at a future date. So looking at all of that, honestly, I really thought that Charles would literally probably be the voice of Mario almost until the point where he couldn't be it anymore, whether it had been something with his voice, something personal happened to his life, or something like that. I imagine he wanted to do this as almost as possible. And it's just crazy to think that now he's finally, switching roles to being like a Mario ambassador, which kind of seems very akin to the role that Shigeru Miyamoto has as he has like a special title as well, kind of like a mentor for all the other developers and stuff out of Japan and stuff that are making, whether it be Mario games or anything else, basically Nintendo related wise. He's in like a creative role. It kind of seems like they created a special role just for Charles Martinet, just to kind of still be doing some stuff similar to what he's been doing, just stepping away from doing voice recording for Mario, though. And, that's truly something. I think there's two different things, or, mindsets that you can probably take away from this thing, though. And I think one of those things is literally just maybe we're entering a brand new era of Mario, like, because, it kind of begs into question, did he fully decided, what, I wanted to step away from the voice, or did Nintendo themselves say, we have some new directions for Mario. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to voice him anymore, but we can, have this new position for you. So we're not necessarily letting you go. We're just changing direction how Mario is going to be moving from this point forward. Maybe they're wanting to voice a lot of new lines and stuff like that. That really makes things pretty interesting, kind of going into what would be like the next generation Nintendo console that could come after the Nintendo Switch. That can spur a whole nother, topic for another day, but I won't go down too deep in that rabbit hole. But it's something to kind of think in the back of your mind, though. But more so on the sentimental side of things, though, I just kind of want to give my thoughts, for Charles and, how he impacted my life. Because literally, one of the very first couple of games I have ever played was NES, Mario Brothers back on the Nintendo Entertainment System, as well as Super Mario 64. He might have very well been the very first, I think he has been, the very first voice actor that I heard within a game, period. And that kind of goes to say something, at least for me. I've been growing up all this time. While yes, I might have not known Charles, the man behind the voice, I knew of his work going all the way back to my childhood. And just going through and playing games like Super Mario 64, and then later on, and then playing all like the Mario Galaxy games and stuff like that, and all the 2D Marios and stuff, through all of his woos and hearing Luigi with the oh no, and Wario being a little greedy with his with all that money and stuff. It's just truly been something. It really has. And literally, in terms of all the games I played throughout the history of my gaming career and stuff, Mario has always been one of those games where, I would say maybe 8 or 9 times out of 10, the games were really solid. I had a couple of bones to pick. Yes, I'm talking about you, Super Mario Sunshine. I ain't gonna dig up that gravestone though. But for the most part, Mario has always been consistent. He's always been good. He's always been some kind of comfort food. You can always whip out, Mario 64 and just have a solid time with that. Or just more recently, with the latest iteration being like with, Super Mario Odyssey. Like, some of those games actually moved me to tears because just, how much Mario's grown up with me though. And then, jumping super recently, with the Mario Brothers movie, I mean, even Charles managed to actually voice Mario's father in the movie, or Mario and Luigi's father in the movie though. And it's kind of something how even with Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Charles is not actually going to be voicing Mario in that game. We already heard new snippets of Mario's voice for whoever is actually doing that game. So it's like, that's interesting. Technically, the last time we heard his voice in anything that's going to be related to Mario is technically the Mario movie. And you know what? That is truly something to think about whenever literally the father said, these are my boys. I mean, it kind of hits a little bit differently now, don't you think? And I guess technically game-wise, the last time we probably heard him was it Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury? I guess that's technically going to be well, unless it might have been some of the sports games, which, okay, technically maybe a bit more though, but I don't know. It's very mixed. I do wish him all the best. Whether he stepped down, on his own accord, he really kind of wanted to retire from voicing voicing Mario as well as like Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi and all of them, whether he did it on his own accord or if Nintendo has some different plans with him. I still wish him all the best in his new role as Mario Ambassador, and him still being able to go around and, have interactions with the fans and stuff that love Mario and all of the other games that he's been in, from everything from his 2D adventures to his 3D adventures to basically everything else in between, all the different sports games and the crossover things, including like games like Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that. Just, there's so many different games that Mario had ever since his journey between like the NES up to the N64, all those portables, the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance and the DS, 3DS, and then console-wise, N64, GameCube, Wii U, and then ultimately the Switch though. But man, this is an icon right here. Or I wouldn't say an icon, but definitely a legend. This is a legend right here in terms of how long he managed to actually be the voice of Mario. I think we might be left with some good hands from the little snippets that what I heard from Mario Wonder. I think we're going to be in good hands. I really do think so. But it is going to be bittersweet to know that, the voice of Mario via Charles is officially done. It is truly officially done. mad respects to you, Charles. Like an instrumental part of my childhood, me growing up, having somebody to look up to, making sure I'm always doing the good things and not being influenced to do bad things and stuff. Because childhood is such a just a fickle time in your life, and there's a lot of different things that could put you on the good path, or vice versa, a bad path though. But I really do appreciate all the work and commitment that you put up into this voice. But I probably could keep going on and on and on. I was just trying to kind of keep this brief. I didn't even know if I was even going to put out a video today though, but it just seemed so appropriate considering how much of an impact this person has had on my life. So I definitely wanted to actually spread some love out, especially in a time like this, at least where I'm personally at in my life right now though. But y'all gotta let me know down in the comment section down below, what did Charles mean to you in terms of his work and dedication that he put behind the voice of Mario, as well as Luigi, Waluigi, throughout all the different games that he has managed to put his voice in, everything from almost dating back to the N64 up to where we're currently at with the Switch. Y'all gotta let me know any of y'all's personal little stories. I would love to hear them down in the comment section down below. But this video is just kind of more like a farewell. We're about to enter in a brand new era of Nintendo, especially once that new console comes out. And it's only starting with the beginning with Super Mario Brothers Wonder. But I would love to hear all y'all stories down in the comment section down below. But I'm pretty sure that's all I had to say, at least on here. Charles, you will dearly be missed, and I do wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors, especially within your new role as Mario Ambassador. But that's going to basically do it in terms of today's video though. So if you happen to really like this, make sure you're going to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell to stay up to date on all things video game related I feel like talking about and discussing. So until whatever video I make next, see y'all.
Thank you so much for playing my game.